Anton called Brian McKnight to get his side of the story. It looks like he did, and he gave me the timestamp. So that's what this is right here. So we're just going to listen to see what they had to say. Because, now they're trying to cancel Brian McKnight, y'all. First of all, no shade. Is Brian McKnight, besides him doing his little concerts wherever he's doing it, is he on tour? I mean, is he putting out 55 million albums or whatever? I'm pretty sure Brian McKnight is set monetarily, right? I'm sure he's well invested. I'm sure he good. So what y'all trying to cancel him for? Because he dare say that I'm not going to put up with some bullshit from some biatch, regardless of whether that's my ex-wife or not. You're not going to be out here slandering my name. You're not going to be out here saying whatever the heck it is that you want about me, writing books, because we looked it up. She allegedly, Julie McKnight, put things in the book that's out there still on Amazon for sale about that man with no proof. And he said, no, I'm not jacking it. Okay. He's like, I'm not having this. And he fought back. And allegedly he won and said that even though he ain't getting $8.8 million, he going to garnish some wages, whether it's $25 or $2,500, he getting his money. One way or another. So instead of investigating and looking into, because most of them dummies think that this has something to do with his son. It has nothing to do with his son with regard to what his lawsuit was about. Now, the issues with him, his sons, and his ex-wife, that's a whole different issue that had absolutely nothing to do with this lawsuit. However, listening to what we've seen, and I've seen a lot of videos since this story has broken of the wife out there talking about him. And that's why I'd be like, if y'all are all over everything, why do y'all keep talking about these people? Because all someone like her has is Brian McKnight. Because who the hell is going to listen to her if she was talking about, I don't even know. If she was talking about life in Philadelphia, if that's where she lives, nobody would give a damn. If she was talking about, I'm going to move to Florida, move my family to Florida, no one would give a damn. The only way anyone would give a damn about anything she has to say is she has to talk about Brian McKnight. Would you agree or disagree? So all these years later, man then moved on, man then got a whole another wife, man's trying to leave you alone like you said, because we heard the voicemail and we've seen this before because, you not tell me, told him that you don't call adult children. I wish the fuck somebody would say, don't call my adult children to me. Lord forgive me. I wish the frack somebody would tell me to not talk to my own kids. I wish they would. So it's definitely the same old, but these bitches don't want to see that. Lord forgive me. These biatches don't want to see none of that. They just going to be like, if a woman said it, it must be true. Continue downfall. So you can't be objective at all. And that's why I can't deal and know you, because you're not objective at all. I don't need somebody to say that I'm always right, but damn it, y'all will sit up here and just anything some woman says, you just gonna go along with it. So you're not gonna look into nothing about that. You just gonna go off of what she said because you feeling some kind of way. All right, cool. But let's see what Anton found out from Brian McKnight.
Because the reason that I got to bring this up is because everybody was talking shit about Brian McKnight.
Awesome.
Awesome. Everybody was talking shit about Brian McKnight and they was trying to make him out to be the bad guy.
Awesome.
Let me see something.
You're awesome. You're awesome.
Shout out to Reaper for the 10 memberships. Thank you so much, boo. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that is a member. We are on members only. After this, I will change it over to subscribers. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. If you did get the membership, please make sure you thank Death the Reaper for the membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support as always. Stream sponsor. Y'all make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. So Anton is about to call because he just said basically the same thing. Oh, it looks like everybody got smoked for Brian McKnight. And he said, let's just call up Brian. You know, Anton, who, you know, that they don't like Anton, and he a coon, and, you know, he love white supremacy, and he a white supremacist, or Uncle Ruckus, you know, all the typical names. Because, you know, you have to agree with black people. Well, let me rephrase. You got to agree with those black people completely, or they just going to toss you under the bus because everything is white people's fault, white supremacy, discrimination, and racism. But, and now that he's freaking talking to Brian McKnight, woo, Lord, they really going to have a field day now, especially since they're trying to cancel him.
And that's a spit in women's face right now. Shout out to my dog, Elevate to the Unknown. I'm going to read that shortly. I ain't even called him either.
Anton.
Yeah.
Brian.
What it is?
Hey, hey, hold on. I'm on a live stream, so don't say nothing crazy. Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
They've been trying to slander.
It sounds like Brian McKnight knows Anton when Anton calls. I'm just saying.
Your name, man, and I heard that you got a major victory.
Yeah, but you know, she doesn't have any $28 million. We know that.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, she what?
That you got a major victory.
Yeah, but you know, she doesn't have any $28 million. We know that.
Yeah, of course.
But
I don't know what he said. Do y'all know what he said?
the judge deemed that that's what my name is worth.
Right.
Tried to destroy it. And the major victory here is I've been telling, you know, I told you the story a long time ago.
Yep.
You can't try.
Did you hear that? Brian McKnight said, you know, I told you this story a long time ago. I forgot that they knew each other. But yeah, I didn't know Anton could just pull out the iPhone and be like, oh, McKnight, here we go. So he said doesn't have $9 million. Child, we knew.
You know, I told you the story a long time ago.
Yep.
You can't try to tear somebody down and get away with it. I stopped talking about it, and I had my lawyers handle it, like Anton Daniels would do.
Yep.
And
you heard that, like Anton Daniels would do. Woo! Shout out to Anton and Brian McKnight, child. And you know what? Shout out to Brian McKnight for saying, you know what? I'm going to shut up, which is really, I hope, what Stephen A. Smith does, because all that does is bring attention to the other party. This is the same situation. If Stephen A. keeps talking, that brings attention to Bakari and them girls over there and all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Why bring them attention unnecessarily? That's what lawyers are for. Shout out to TLA, right? So he said, yeah, I'm gonna let my lawyers handle it and really handle it. You know, most people got to be running off at the mouth on the internet. That's what lawyers are for. How come the TikTok therapist ain't hired her lawyer yet? She out there soliciting money so that she could then sue the therapist. Child. See, y'all don't be paying, not y'all. Y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all don't be paying attention.
here is I've been telling, you know, I told you the story a long time ago.
Yep.
You can't try to tear somebody down and get away with it. I stopped talking about it, and I had my lawyers handle it, like Anton Daniels would do.
Yep.
And here we are. And it's just the beginning, because everyone that has promoted this is going down too.
He said everybody that promoted it is going down too. I have a feeling I know who he's talking about. I'm not going to say the name. Allegedly. Oh my God. I'm going to say, what if it could be Tasha K? Allegedly. What if he was talking about Tasha K? Oh my God. Allegedly.
But here's the crazy part. The truth is sitting right there in front of people's faces.
Yeah.
And they're still like, oh, nah, we still hate you, because they're just like, really? You hate me because somebody lied to you about me?
Yep.
After I built something for 30 years.
Yep.
30 years. Lying for 30 years. They was divorced in 2003, so that's 22 years at minimum. What are you lying for? What are you lying for? Move on! This is the same difference as David Justice coming out here after all these years talking about Halle Berry was never gonna be a good mama. She don't cook, she don't clean. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Lord forgive me. Negro, shut the frack up. Okay? You don't know. He happily married. Then why he talking about her then? If he's so happy, why he talking about her? Because the only way that anybody gives a D about David Justice is he got to bring her name up. He a baseball player. Then why ain't he talking about baseball? He talking about Halle. Like, there's really people upset about my viewpoint on that. I don't give a damn. Interesting how you can see it all when it comes from the other side, but you can't see it fairly. And that would be some of you straights. When it's David Justice. All these years, unrecognizable to me as a person who used to follow baseball. And the only thing you can bring up to talk about is Halle Berry. Child, talk about your wife. How about that? Since she's so happily married, talk about her in your life. Nah, I want to talk about Halle and talk down on her when she over there ain't thinking about me one damn bit. Julie, 30 years later, 22 years later, going on 23, still talking about Brian McKnight, man, and changed his name, got a wife, had a baby, over there happy as a pig, and you know what? She's still talking about his ass. Lord forgive me. She's still talking about him. What you talking about him for, boo? Move on. When does the moving on happen, yeah? When does the moving on happen? I'm just saying. Brian said, I ain't arguing with you because I can afford a lawyer. Now give me my 8.8.
That could be taken down by one person saying that they were abandoned when they were 30 years old. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're joking, right?
Yeah.
But that, but that's what it is.
They don't want to look into that. What he basically said was his kids complaining about what he don't do. They was 30s and 20 some odd years old, and he gave them 2 years. We found that out with a little bit of research. 2 years. They was already living with him. Put him out and said, I'm giving you 2 years and paid for everything, and it still wasn't enough. When does it end? Are you supposed to take care of your kids forever? Okay.
Appreciate it, man. I meant to hit you up because I saw you past 1 million, man. Welcome to the club.
Brian McKnight following Anton watching his million. Brian McKnight over there following Anton, talking about he saw that he passed 1 million on the Anton Daniels channel. Must be nice to be Anton. But what do colors have to say? He a coon. Because he don't believe in reparations. He a Uncle Ruckus. Okay. Sit over there with your $120,000 subscribers. Don't nobody know who the hell you are. More people know who Anton is than they do them 3 girls over there.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Keep doing your thing. We're always watching. Always watching.
Well, I've always had your back, and I never believe nothing that nobody is talking about. And rather than just running with a narrative, I just hit you up and be like, man, what is going on with this? Why is it coming after you like that?
Well, we should be able to talk as men and say when somebody's wrong, but to also, here's the important part, to be on someone's side when they're right. And you have been there. The same way that I have talking about you, because people are, I constantly send you things where people are talking about you. It's like, it's funny to me that someone.
Oh, so Brian McKnight knows that there's people out here talking about Anton. Uncle Ruckus, a coon, all that stuff that they say, or white supremacists. Talking white supremacist talking points. Brian McKnight said, I be watching child, understand child. There's also some other things going on. I'm not going to get into it. I'm sure Anton knows about it, but people are a mess. And guess what? They ain't white. They are not white.
That someone wouldn't take the 5 seconds that it takes to make a comment by going and actually researching what somebody is saying.
Yeah.
Instead, they immediately go in because they want to see the nasty comment among the nasty comments. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, man, listen, I just wanted to say congratulations. I'm gonna call you later on today.
All right, my man.
All right, my bro.
Did he say my ninja?
Remember, I'm in the UK. Don't make it too late.
All right, bet. Absolutely. All right.
Who calling, Anton?
Hello, I'm on a live stream.
Okay, thanks.
All right, it may have been Rita, I don't know. But anyway, so in real life, this is what Anton is doing. He knowing Brian McKnight. He going on the Fox News. He crossing over 1 million on 2 channels, making hand over fist a millionaire, married to a black woman with a black daughter, investing and is available for people if they want the, what does he say? I don't know, if they want the help. I'll just say if they want the help. And that's not good enough for some of these coloreds, child, while they have nothing. But that's the way that the culture is. I'd rather listen to him than listen to ya. I'm not naming no names. That's it. We're moving on. Oh, well, then I'm covered because I can do 15 in a row. So I'll keep talking. Let me go ahead and change this over to subscribers. Give me a second because we're about to get into some food stamps, child. Because, whoo, Lord, the time is coming. They're saying that in November, there ain't going to be no food stamps for nobody. And people is a wildin'. What is going on? You know, it's all Donald Trump's fault. Everything is Donald Trump's fault, child.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
We do not care.